Hey, good morning, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey there, folks. This is Brad Varnell. This is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. And folks, I feel like I'm just a little teeny tiny bit discombobulated this morning. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Let's hop over into the chat. Say good morning, Eric. I hope you are doing fantastic, buddy. Want to let you know, you mentioned that you had joined up with BYDFI. It never showed you coming through, so I'm not sure if you didn't finish the final steps, Eric, but get back in there if you can and finish creating your BYDFI account. Good morning, Paul. How you doing, brother? It looks like, Paul, you when you went to BYDFI, it looks like everything went through great. Hope you guys are all doing well. Really super excited about this partnership with BYDFI, guys. And you guys could all do me a huge favor by going and creating your free BYDFI accounts. Of course, when these guys sponsor the channel, they're excited to see new users coming onto the platform. So none of these partnerships are permanent. They are, kind of based on what kind of action they see, how many people they see joining up and creating accounts. And then, even more importantly than creating accounts is to actually get in there and send some funds over, use the platform a little bit. But anyways, yeah, Eric, it just, that morning on Saturday when you said that you'd got it all signed up, I was going back in and looking and nothing ever came through showing that somebody that had used my invite code had hit the account. So for those of you that are on this morning, do you have that link handy, Josh? I didn't give it to you. I know it's in a couple of the descriptions. Josh could find the link here fairly quickly. We're going to throw the link where you can join BYDFI. What's that? Okay, the link is in the description of this video already, and he just threw it in here. One of the things that I really like about BYDFI, guys, is as a U.S. citizen, I got kicked out of Binance, I got kicked out of KuCoin, I got kicked out of Bybit. BYDFI welcomes U.S. citizens. There's no KYC necessary. You don't have to use a VPN, and they've got some really cool features I want to show you guys real fast. This has been a lot of fun. I talked about this briefly in the inner circle on Saturday, and I just wanted to share it really quickly with you guys here. Let me get over and make sure that I'm doing the right view. We'll get right into things today. This is my BYDFI account, and you can see here, these are 3 trades that I've made on BYDFI, and I was talking about these on Saturday. These are small trades that have massive, massive, massive potential. So to give you a quick idea, right here, I put $100 long in on VeChain because I believe that it had pretty much bottomed out. And as you can see here, it shows $98.13, probably, because of their fees and stuff. But you can see right now this trade is up 140% or 144%. I've made $140 on this trade. And you might ask me, well, why haven't you cashed it out yet? Well, you can see here, folks, in the yellow, if you look hard, that my liquidation price on VeChain, it would have to go all the way down to 0.01971. So basically 1.971 cents in order to get liquidated. And I believe that there's a very high possibility that that will not happen with Chainlink. And if you go over here to, I haven't actually done it. Let me do this right here in front of you. So there's a spot here where you can take profit or stop loss. So VeChain was a 30-cent token during the last bull run. So I'm just going to put 15 cents here. Let's take profit at 15 cents. And you guys can see here, if I take profit at 15 cents, I will have turned a $100 bill into $5,700. Well, the higher the price of VeChain goes, then the actual chance of me ever getting liquidated on that trade before things really go absolutely parabolic and VeChain revisits, 15 cents is pretty slim. So this is what I call a long-term leveraged trade, which is something that, once again, I don't think anybody else is really talking about. I could have bought and sold this thing 10 times over the last 2 weeks and probably made slightly more money in the short term, but I don't have time for that. I don't want to be trading in and out. Like right now, I could cash it out, take my $144 profit, but then what? Now, do I wait for VeChain to come back down a significant portion, hope that it comes back down, and then put in a new trade? Or do I cash out my $100, $140 in profit and then just leave it running at the same price? I don't even know if that's possible. Let's say I sold the whole trade and then I came back in for $100. The trouble is I'd be coming back in at this new price of 2.5 cents, which means my liquidation price would be higher. But long story short, this BYDFI account is giving me the ability to do some really amazing things. Check out this Polkadot trade. I had $352 or $358 in this Polkadot trade. I got into Polkadot at like $4 and shows here like $4.18. And that's because in order to show my inner circle what I was talking about, I increased the trade on this by about $50-$60 live last Saturday. It was actually about $4.16. But look at this, folks. You can see here I've got $394 in USDT. Right now, I've made a profit of $526, 133% gain. But this is where you can see I've got a stop loss and a take profit set here. The stop loss is set for $3.85. If that was to happen, if this dropped all the way from where it's currently sitting at $4.74 all the way back to $3.85, I would lose $312 of my USDT. I would lose almost 80% of my $400. But look at this, folks. If this continues to run, Polkadot was about a $52 token during the last bull run. If this continues to run and over the next 2, 3, 4 months, this runs just back up to $25, this trade will be worth a profit of $19,652. So, folks, this BYDFI exchange gives me the ability to trade with up to 200x leverage. I am not doing that, man. If you do even 50 or 100x leverage, you have to be watching it like a hawk and you have to really know what you're doing. But if you would like to do, some 3x or 5x or 10x trades, this is going to give you the ability to do that, folks. So, with that, let's get into the chat and see what everybody else is thinking about around here. Anybody have any good tokens on their radar? I definitely have a few on my list of things that I want to talk about. We've been doing some new token teaser interviews, which have just been going absolutely phenomenally. We've been finding some great projects through our research, reaching out to the teams, and then having somebody from the team, normally a co-founder, a CEO, or COO, come onto the channel and talk a little bit about their company and give you guys an idea on the utility, why the company actually has value, and then, see what we think about the token. So I've definitely got some good tokens that I am excited to share with you here on the channel today, but I'm open and ready to hear what you guys have to say. Anybody here got something on their mind that they are excited about? Feel free to let me know in the chat. And get your pen and papers handy, folks. We're going to go through a handful of tokens today on the channel. If nobody is speaking up, then the first token that I want to talk about is NeuraHub. And Josh already threw the link into the channel for NeuraHub. But I'm going to go over and show you guys a little bit deeper dive on NeuraHub. And once again, I want to thank NeuraHub. They are now an official sponsor of the channel. And so let me run over here real quick. Let me go back to to this view. See if this is where I want to be. Yeah, that'll work, or this is even better. Let me run over here and share this NeuraHub website. And I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. So yeah, Josh has my affiliate link there, but let's go back to the home page here. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. I like dark mode a lot of times, but for right now, this light mode looks a little bit better. But what? Come on. All right, I'm just going to go to their website directly. I don't need to be logged in. Let me click this and then share this tab instead, folks. Make sure that it's actually pulling up. Okay, here we go. So NeuraHub, once again, incredible new sponsor of the YouTube channel. This is officially the Infinite Crypto YouTube one-stop shop for generative AI. It's a suite for daily creation. We're going to use this in helping us to, create content for the channel. I'm going to use it so that I sound smarter and more intelligent when I'm writing my book. I'm not going to use AI to write my book, but it is going to be nice. I'm going to use the speech to text. They've got a speech to text mode here that is going to help me be able to put my thoughts into words and then have those words transcribed onto paper without me having to type or use pen to paper. And they just got an amazing suite of products that I really believe is going to become more and more valuable throughout the future of time. AI is not going anywhere. Companies like ChatGPT have taken the world by storm. And I think that as people start to see companies like NeuraHub, they're going to start moving over and start using platforms like this. And NeuraHub is the platform that we decided here at Infinite Crypto to get behind and to really be excited about. So with that, you're like, okay, that's cool. It's got some cool looking things. I can use it for my AI needs, but can I make any money buying the token? So let's run over here, folks, to CoinGecko and give you, a little bit of an insight as to why I am so excited about this token. You can see it's sitting here at 2 cents with a market cap of, $2 million, and its fully diluted market cap is only a little over 2.3 million. So most of the tokens that are going to ever be in circulation for NeuraHub are already in circulation. So anytime you've got a token with incredible real world value, real world use, something that people are going to want to use and be a part of, and it's only worth $2 million on the open market, that's very, very, very undervalued. I mean, you can do it for yourself, but just for the fun of it, let's click over here onto market cap. And let's go to, man, my computer is running slow today. Give me a quick second here to have a drink of coffee. So we go to market cap here, folks, and you can see, number one is Bitcoin over here at 1.25 trillion. But then it, jumps down into the billions very, very quickly. But if we go all the way down to 100th, we're still at $776 billion market cap. Let's do something here. Let's change this from rows 100 to 300 here real quick so that we can scroll down through 300 at a time, maybe. I know what I did wrong. Usually I restart my computer right before the stream, and that causes it to run faster than it normally is running. And then today I didn't have time. I didn't get it restarted. But we scroll all the way down here to number 300. Folks, you can see 300th is still $179 billion market cap. So let's take 2 million here on my handy dandy trusty calculator. We got 2 million times 100 is 200 million. So here we are. This token would only have to run up to into the top 300 to be about 100x. Or excuse me, yeah, that would be 200 million, not 200 billion, excuse me. Be $200 million market cap for it to go from 2 million all the way up to 200 million. And you can see here that would only put it up into about the top 300 tokens. And what's interesting is we haven't hit the bull market yet. As Bitcoin reclaims its all-time high, you're talking like the top 300 is going, this will double fairly quickly. So you're going to need, 300 million or more probably to be in the top 300 just microcap wise. Even if you take 2 million folks and you multiply that out by 1,000, in order to get a 2,000x, or excuse me, 1,000x on a $2 million market cap, you only needed to go up to a $2 billion market cap. And as we see here, once again, in order to get up to the $1 billion mark, we're going to be right around, the top 100. So it looks like right here at, like number 81, number 80, these are, just clicked over at 1.2 billion here, Gate GT. But these tokens that are in this top 100, when they start to run big, they're going to 5, 10, 15, 20x during this upcoming bull market. So in other words, like 1 billion right now, the new 1 billion is going to be 10, 15 billion here at the peak of this bull market. So for a company like NeuraHub to get to a $1 billion or $2 billion evaluation is certainly not out of the question. I'm not here to say it's going to happen for sure by any means. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. But folks, when we're looking for people to come onto the channel and actually be a part of our family, and for us to feel good about aligning with them and becoming part of their community and their family, man, we're looking for high quality people. If you go back and look at our interview, we had an amazing interview with Dave and Peter from NeuraHub. We've gotten to know the third co-founder, Maz, over the last couple of weeks. These are people that we really feel good about being partnered up with and excited to share with you long term. You're going to hear a lot about NeuraHub over the next 6 months. I'm going to probably be doing 10, 15 pieces of content on the project. You're going to get to see me actually writing my book and how I'm using the voice text and using the platform. You're going to hear a lot about NeuraHub, but you're also going to see a lot of excitement when it comes to why this token is something that we backed up. Like if NeuraHub was already $1 billion token, we would still love it, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as exciting of a partnership, because I would be here hoping that maybe we would get a 3, 4, 5x, maybe a 10x at best out of NeuraHub. And I would still be thrilled if we watch NeuraHub run from 2 million to 20 million. I'm going to be thrilled about that. And a 10x is absolutely amazing. But I believe when NeuraHub gets to $20 million market cap, that's just the beginning. Like right now, it's like the rocket, the analogy. I always talk about how a rocket, when it gets ready to lift off, has to, exert an abnormal amount of energy to get just that first 100 feet or two off the ground. But once it has that explosion of energy and it gets lifted off, once it gets out towards space, man, it can fly through outer space with almost no force needed at all. And that's where NeuraHub is. They are that rocket ship that is launching, and they're using an incredible amount of force to get this all the way off the ground. And hopefully through partnerships with, Infinite Crypto and the other people that they're working with, we're going to launch this thing to the moon, man. We're going to see some 25, 50, 100, 250, 500 X's out of this thing. And I hope that you guys who are hearing about this project pretty darn early. This thing just launched, I want to say, in March of this year to the public. You have an opportunity to basically get in on this at about pretty much ground floor. It right now at 2 cents, it's very close to the price that it was when it originally launched to the public. When it first launched, it launched into some Bitcoin, doing very well, and it ran up to almost 6 cents very, very quickly. So it's got a 3x just to get back to where it was just a couple of months ago. And I believe that with some of the new announcements and things, like we've got some things getting announced. NeuraHub has some things that they're going to be talking about in the very near future. I can't talk about them yet. In fact, they've given me a little bit of a teaser, but I don't even know enough to be able to give you guys some insider information. Even if I wanted to, all I know is that some big things are happening, and it would not surprise me if we watch this token double or triple in just the next few weeks. So once again, not financial advice. 3 weeks from now, if the token's still sitting at 2 cents, don't come back and say, hey, Brad, you promised me it was going to double or triple. I'm not promising anything, but I'm very, very excited about this project. And I can tell you that I am accumulating this token and excited to hold it for the long term. And once again, I just want to thank NeuraHub and your incredible team for trusting the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel to be, talking about your brand, and that you guys, would give us the honor of being a sponsor of the YouTube channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Deadwood. How you doing, brother? I hope you are having a fantastic week out there on the Oregon coast. If you are in Oregon, I know you travel up and down and around the country a little bit for your work. So if you are out in Oregon this week, hope you are having a great week. With that, folks, if you guys have any other tokens on your list, please, I'm not seeing anything in the chat on my end unless it just hasn't updated. I'll make sure that Josh is keeping a close eye on the chat too. So if you have anything else that you are excited to have me take a peek at, man, I would love to pull up your token on CoinGecko and give it, a deep dive. In the meantime, let's run over. I know that this is another token that you guys have heard me talk about. We just did an interview with John Trask, who is the founder and CEO of Dimitra.io, the DMTR token. But folks, this is another token that you guys are going to hear about over and over and over and over on this channel for two reasons. I want to, thank Dimitra for really being a huge part of this channel. These guys love Infinite Crypto, and we love the Dimitra project. I've been following this project since Bitcoin 2022 in Miami. We went out to that event in Miami in 2022, met the team from Dimitra, and we've been investing and talking about them ever since. But folks, if we go over here to DMTR, and we pull up the Dimitra token, it's had a very, very nice run over the last 2-3 weeks. Pretty exciting stuff. It's went up. You can see here in the last 14 days, it's up 73%, but it's sitting at 10 cents, folks, and $57 million market cap. And its all-time high was $5.95. It's got about a 60x in it just to get back to its previous all-time high. Folks, I was talking about this token a little over a year ago, and it was down. You can see here, December of 2022, it was down to under 0.003. It was a little under 0.003, and it's made some amazing strides. This is one token of a very few tokens that you could have made some significant money on during the bull or during the bear market. And I cannot wait to see what this thing does as, the bull market comes around. All sorts of new news with this company. They're jumping into a lot of new things. I definitely recommend following these guys on their Twitter, and same thing for NeuraHub, folks. I should have said that, sooner. Jump into CoinGecko, follow these guys on their Twitter and their website and stuff. And, this is a little new to us. So we're going to tighten up our descriptions. We're going to add, some of the information for you guys to make it easy. We should probably put the NeuraHub website. We've got the NeuraHub, our referral link. Let's get the NeuraHub Twitter and, and maybe their Telegram channel into the description of this video. And same thing, with Dimitra, folks. Like, they've got an amazing Twitter channel. They do most of their updates. And if you want to really stay abreast of what's going on with this token in basically real time, I highly recommend going and checking out their Twitter page, which I am slowly bringing here. You can see Dimitra Technology. It's at Dimitra Tech is their ticker here for a Twitter account. They've got over 43,000 followers. But you can really see here they do a lot of videos. They have their own production team, so they're doing a lot of their own little short YouTube videos. You can see here this is a little 3-minute video. If you scroll down, that reminds me they had an incredible spaces this morning at 8 a.m. that went here for about an hour. 353 people tuned in to their Cointelegraph crypto spaces. You can go listen to the recording of that. And just on and on and on and on. Everything here on this Twitter it's valuable. They're not just, making cutesy little posts and putting emojis in the screen and doing memes. They are talking about important things that are going on with their product. And, once again, this is one of the tokens that has the most utility, most real world use case of, pretty much any token that I have ever, been a part of and that I've ever seen in my 7 going on 8 years in crypto. I cannot think of a token that has more real world utility, real world use case. And not only that, but it's helping people. It's helping small farmers across the world, people that a 10 or 20 or 50 or 100% increase in their ability to, yield these crops that they're growing, and the ability to protect and keep their crops secure is absolutely life-changing for these companies. Let's go back here. Deadwood said, my last pick is where I'm still intending on grabbing 1 million coins, rebuilding. So what is your last pick? What is your last pick where you're going to grab 1 million coins? Deadwood, curious what that token is. And let's get back out here for a quick second, folks. And I'm going to run through a few of the tokens that are on my mind somewhat quickly at this point, guys. But one of the ones that I really want to talk about that I think is important for you guys to take a closer look at is 3 Protocol. So we did a interview about a week ago, maybe slightly less now, with Grant Robertson, one of the founders of 3 Protocol. And this is an incredible, incredible project. So excited that we came across this project. We're still in talks with them. We're looking to, continue sharing their platform and sharing their token with you guys. But for right now, I want to just, give them a little bit of love, man. We had an incredible interview. The ticker token is 3. So you can pull that up here on CoinGecko as I am. Hopefully I've got the right tab shared here, but you can see here 3 up 5.79% on the day. And 3 Protocol here is another one. It's sitting at 13 million, so it's got a market cap right where we like to see it. You can also see here that it is down almost 70% from its all-time high. It had a nice run, in April and May when, it actually had a pretty good run in May when Bitcoin wasn't doing all that well. And then, it's come all the way down to as low as 7 cents here 19 days ago, and now back, headed back back up here just over the last, couple of weeks. You can see here where it's up 86% in the last 14 days. But this is an incredible token, an incredible project. And once again, an incredible team. Like, by doing these token teaser interviews, we really get an opportunity. We usually talk for 15, 20, 30 minutes before the interview. And then after we turn off the camera, we'll talk a lot of times for another 15, 20, 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour. So we really get, even though it's only a 20, 30-minute interview for you guys to see, I'm getting a couple of hours. And then we're also messaging back and forth in Telegram and talking about things. And you get an opportunity to see the heart of these teams and see what they're all about, see why they're doing it. You can really figure out quickly when a team is just all about the money, all about the bottom line, all about, just some of the questions that they'll ask us. It's pretty obvious that all they care about is kind of themselves. And then it's very obvious when you're talking about a project that has a heart for other people, that's mission driven. And yeah, of course, this is a business. And yeah, it's a for-profit business, but at the same time, go watch the interview. You can see it. It's right there on the YouTube channel. Just a handful of days ago, my interview with Grant Robertson. Go watch that video and listen to how he talks about this project and how he talks about his family and his mission and why they're doing this. And tell me if it doesn't seem like a pretty darn amazing company to you. Next up on the list, another project that we're really excited about, but we haven't had a chance to interview yet, is called Film.io. Folks, this is a token that we're still early on our research. And so please, as with everything, do your own research. This is one that we haven't had a chance to really vet and to fully be able to endorse, but we are in the process of setting up an interview with one of their founders right now. And by the end of that interview, we're going to have a very good idea about this project and whether or not it's something that we want to continue talking about. But part of the reason I want to bring it up here today and share it with you, even before I know 100%, what it's all about, is let me get over here to CoinGecko and pull it up, and I'll show you guys why I want to share this with you. One of the things that I didn't really get into early in the video, and maybe I'll get into that after we bring this up, but you can see Film.io, the fan token. This is a pretty neat project. This is really, to me, this has some legs. This has the ability to potentially garner some massive sponsorships. And, even though the film industry right now is taking a big hit, and I mean, I got to admit that it's pretty scary, some of the stuff that's going on out there in the world. At the same time, man, I love a good movie. I love being entertained. I love, watching movies. And so something that's involved around the film industry, like Film.io is something that gets me excited. But once again, folks, here it is, $16 million market cap. It hasn't done anything overly exciting in the last few weeks, so it hasn't had a pump yet. But I think that it's imminent with everything that they've got going on. And I recommend you take a peek at film.io. This is their website. And as it loads here, when I was looking at this project, my son, Joshua, brought this to my attention. And when I pulled up the website and started really taking a closer look, what's that? Yeah, it's just taking forever. There we go. We finally got it uploaded. But what I like about this is you actually have the ability to come in here and buy the tokens, and then you can, stake your tokens and put them into projects that you like. In other words, you can use your token kind of as a right to vote. Use your influence to greenlight movies and TV projects. Click on a project to begin exploring. And I believe that as this thing gains some traction, that this could become an absolutely amazing platform. And so you have the ability here to be a fan. You also have the ability to be a creator. So whether you're looking to discover new projects or promote your own, you are at home here. You can see here the Film.io fan token empowers fans and creators. The fan tokens are used to join and participate in Film.io DAO, allowing creators as DAO members to submit their projects as proposals while asking fans to show their support for the projects they believe in by staking their tokens. You also get the ability by staking your tokens to earn some rewards. Let's see if it's did I already pass it up? I guess I already passed it up. But as you get in there and you buy tokens and become and stake them, you can become, it says I'm a fan, but there's a spot here where I thought it talked about being a super fan. And maybe I'm just missing it, or maybe that was on the other website that we were on the other day. Let me go over here, because this is working so well, and pull up the other website, app.film.io. Let's let that load here for a second. I'm going to take another quick sip of my coffee. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, part of some of these sponsorship dollars that are coming into the channel, folks, they are going to go towards some new technology. I need a new laptop that's got about double the amount of power that I have now. So it says democratize entertainment, explore projects, how it works. You got investors, fans, creators, invest in great films vetted by industry experts. And here we go. Yeah, so super fan. Super benefits for super fans. As a super fan is an early supporter who believes in a film project's potential. When you stake at least $100 worth of fan tokens, you not only become a part of that project's community, you also secure exclusive benefits and opportunities as it evolves. The benefits are endless. Your super fan position isn't just a neutral number, it's your very own place in the community. Higher ranks get better chances for exclusive NFTs, funding, participation, and other perks. And you can click on Discover Your Next Obsession and take a closer look there at becoming a super fan. So that is another token that we are excited about and wanted to highlight. Let me get back over here into the comments. Eric, I've been eyeing Cellframe. It's a low cap quantum computer safe layer 1 Cellframe. Let me write that down so I don't forget about it when I click off of this screen. Cellframe. And Deadwood is looking at iBit. That's right, iBit. I have been looking at that a little bit also, Deadwood. And then MSI is a great product when PC shopping. So MSI for my PC needs. I'll take a closer look at that. So let's run over, man. It's already been 40 minutes or so that we've been spending together. It's amazing how fast time flies. I do want to share one other token with you folks here very quickly. I'm actually going to share, I'm going to share two tokens here with you real quick. The first one, let's just, pop through these relatively quickly. Trio token from Ordinals Bot. Folks, I think rather than going through CoinGecko and sharing everything about Ordinals Bot right here, I'm just going to tell you, go watch the video. We did a deep dive video on Ordinals Bot. I actually went and bought a couple $100 worth of the tokens. I'm giving away 50 tokens. The tokens are sitting between about 90 cents and $1, somewhere in there. I'm giving away 50 tokens to 4 different people, so about $200 worth of tokens. It's a fairly short video, maybe 15, 16, 17 minutes, but you really get a full breakdown on the Ordinal Bot project and exactly why I'm so excited about that. That video was just launched, another one that was just launched about a week or so ago. If you go watch that video and you comment on that video, then you will be eligible for this drawing that we're going to be doing probably in the next I'm going to probably say next Saturday. So not this coming Saturday, but by the following Saturday, we will get that locked in. We're actually moving this weekend, moving to a new place. Been here for about 3 years. We're making a little bit of a move, not going a long ways, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where I'm at. So this weekend is going to be pretty busy. So I don't want to commit to doing that giveaway this weekend, but by next weekend, we should be all settled in and then ready to start giving away some tokens. So anyways, Trio token by Ordinals Bot. It's a token that we are accumulating here at Infinite Crypto, project that we really, really love. And then the other one that I would like to talk about real quickly here is called Centet. And with this one, I want to pull it up and bring it up on CoinGecko. This is another token that my son found. And I'm telling you guys, like, I need to get my son a way for you guys to tip him, because I appreciate all your super chats and everything that you do for me. But man, I'm telling you, a lot of us are going to make tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars during this bull market because of the work that my son Joshua Varnell has been doing, man. So I would, appreciate any shout outs or any love that you can give him. He is on Telegram. If you ever want to just, get his Telegram handle from me and message him personally and say, hey, thank you for all of the hard work that you're doing, I know that he would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And so Cent is right here, Centet token. He found this. Man, you guys don't even understand. I don't, like how hard he's going through CoinGecko and clicking on these projects and then going and looking at their websites, looking at their tokenomics, like passing up project after project after project that doesn't look good, that doesn't feel like it aligns with our values, that doesn't seem, like it's a token that we want to be talking about on the channel. And he has really found some incredible gems. So this one, not a micro cap, like, a $1 or $2 million market cap like some of them, but it is, $40 million market cap, fully diluted 65 million. So once again, a huge percentage of the supply is already in circulation. You can see, this token did have a pump up a few months ago. It just launched not that long ago. It had a nice pump when it launched. It's down 94% right now, though, from its all-time high of $1.05. And it's sitting here, at 6.3 cents. You can buy this token on KuCoin, MEXC, Gate, and so on and so forth. You can get it on Uniswap. But this token is very, very well entrenched. KuCoin and MEXC are two, top platforms that people really like to use. So it's easy to get a hold of this token. The other thing that I forget to change forgot to share my screen. So let me get back over here. Let's see. I think I need to change my whole view. Yeah, that's the problem. We got to get over here to the right view. So Centet here. So you weren't able to see it as I went through all of that stuff, but market cap 40,000, the current markets that it's in here. And then once again, Infinite Crypto is a channel that wants to talk about companies that are going to be here 5, 10, 25, 50 years from now. Like in 1990s, during the dot-com boom, we call it, tens of thousands of dot-com companies launched, and only a few became household names like Microsoft and Starbucks and Dell and, a handful of others, Amazon and so on and so forth. But there was a lot of those companies that, were here by day, gone by night. And this is a token that has incredible real world use. This is also a token. We just did a interview with Daniel, and Daniel is the CEO of Centet, and he went through and we really talked about a lot of the amazing things about this token. So if you want to get a breakdown of why we're so excited about this token and really see, from the interview perspective, the CEO break down the value and what they are doing here, it's pretty amazing. Some of the services that they have, a lot of the stuff that they're doing right now is for developers, but they are creating some incredible things that are going to be for folks like you and I, for individuals, for individuals that are going to be absolutely amazing. It's a DPIN and an AI and an NFT and an IoT and a DeFi and a governance and a GameFi. I mean, it's got just about everything that you would want to see inside the cryptocurrency market. Centet and its data layer, power data infrastructure for projects building on the AI, DeFi, DPIN, trading, blah, 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 and other Web3 spaces. Folks, incredible real world utility. And once again, with a $40 million market cap, has an absolute amazing amount of space to run. So with that, folks, let me get back over here to my StreamYard. Let's click off of this, and then let's go take a quick look at Cellframe here on CoinGecko. Eric, appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you very much for bringing this token to our attention. This token certainly sounds familiar. Man, my computer driving me slightly crazy today. There we go. Cellframe. Let me see. I must be this one here. Ticker Cell, CELL. Now you want to verify that I'm human all of a sudden? Not quite sure why that's happening, but let it do its thing. Thank you all for your patience. Here we go. Cellframe sitting at 25.6 cents, $7 million market cap. That's definitely right up Infinite Crypto's alley here. $7 million market cap. Go down here and take a quick peek. You can see here, folks, 2021, it was $7 token. It's down 96%. The thing that I love about that is that means that it's been in business now for 3.5 years. It made it through the bear market. This means, that it launched right into a bull market in 2021. It's endured the last 3 years of misery. And, you can see its all-time low here was on June 1st of 2023, just a little over a year ago. But if this is a company that made it through the bear market and is still working, I always love to see that. And I love myself a $7 million market cap. Let's see where we can buy this token at. Once again, you can get it just about anywhere. Get it on PancakeSwap. You can get it on Uniswap. You can get it on Gate. You can get it on MEXC. So lots of places that you can buy this token. Let's go take a look at the Cellframe website. Let's see what they do. Cellframe.net. I'm going to just go out on a limb here and guess. Let me see here. Service-oriented blockchain platform. Build and manage quantum-safe blockchain solutions, and with the Cellframe SDK. Did that work, Josh? Can you see the website now? Yep. Okay, cool. So you can see here, you can go check out their Twitter, their Telegram. What is Cellframe Network? Scalable blockchain platform. Cellframe Network is a scalable open source next generation platform for building and bridging blockchains and services secured by post-quantum encryption. So, in creating post-quantum encryption, the security that comes with that is unbelievable. It said here, we believe the next paradigm for blockchain technology is mass adoption, and our platform strives to expand the use cases associated with blockchain technology. And folks, that reminds me, if you go back to computers, computers were something when they first got introduced, similar to blockchain technology, similar to cryptocurrency, most people never believed that computers were going to be something that were mass adopted. When computers really first started coming out and stuff, it was mostly, just kind of like the scientists and some business people, but it's kind of, for lack of a better word, don't take this the wrong way, I don't want to offend anybody, but it was kind of like, like the computer geeks, the kind of the nerds of the world that were excited about this technology. The average everyday human being, didn't really have a lot of interest. I'm going to date myself here, and I'm going to go embarrass myself a little bit, but I tell you what, when I got interested in computers, I got interested in computers back when AOL launched. And when AOL launched, they had these chat rooms where you could meet people. In my case, meet girls. So 99% of my time on a computer in the early stages of my life was in an AOL chat room, because back then you could literally, like, I'm in Washington State, you could literally click in like a Seattle chat room or a Linwood chat room. Like you could be chatting with people within a few minutes that were close to you. We would get in there and we would say, hello, how you doing? And then we'd get into a private chat, talk for a little while. And, and if we clicked, we'd exchange phone numbers and we'd talk on the phone a little bit, and then we'd, end up going out on a date. But literally, that was my introduction to computers. If you would have told me, hey, I want you to get on this computer because it's going to be fantastic for business, it's going to help you to, grow your brand, it's going to do this or it's going to do that, I wouldn't have had any interest. But my point is, one of the companies that took computers and helped them to create mass adoption in the world was Microsoft. Just about every single computer in the world that isn't, a MacBook, an Apple computer, has some sort of Windows operating system on it, and that Windows operating system started making using computers easy for idiots like me. And so when I find a company like Cellframe that is trying to help cryptocurrency and blockchain create mass adoption. I love that word, mass adoption. Let's go back over here to that screen, and right there, blockchain for mass adoption. Anything that propels crypto and blockchain into mass adoption, in my opinion, folks, has the ability to potentially become a massive player in the marketplace. And once again, it's only got a $7 million market cap. We don't need it. We don't need it to do billions and billions of dollars in order to make a ton of money. Now, I'm just looking at this for the first time. And so this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to run out and buy it. But one thing I can tell you about Eric Bernstein is the guy has a heart of gold. He's, an incredible man. I believe in his trust and in his integrity, and that if he's bringing something to the channel, that we should be open to taking a serious look at it, that he's got a belief that it could be a good thing. So please do your own research. Don't take our word for it. But the fact that Eric is the one that brought this to us, and the fact that I like everything that I'm seeing about it so far, I would certainly, take a few minutes of your own time and go check it out yourself. But this looks like it could be a cryptocurrency gem that could make us some big money in this bull run. Folks, you gotta invest in what makes you excited too. So if you look at this website and none of this quantum computing power and none of the stuff that it talks about, wet your whistle, it doesn't get you excited at all, then maybe it's not for you. But if you are one of those people that really likes, computer science and quantum computing, and is interested in how that is evolution, the evolution of it, if you're excited about that type of thing, this thing might be right up your alley. So thank you so much, Eric, for bringing this to our attention. Appreciate you very much. I'm trying to get back over into the comment section, and everything just disappeared on me. There we go. NeuraHub. I remember the AOL rooms and the computer. Yeah, man, the dial-up. The dial-up, oh, the humanity. I'll never forget, I was living with one of my buddies and his dad, and man, that was one of the worst things ever, when you're right there in the middle of a great conversation and somebody would pick up the phone and that would break the internet connection and you would get logged off. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, Windows 3.1 and 95, those were the days, man. It's amazing. That goes back, just over 30 years or so ago, for that, right around 30 years ago. That's funny. And welcome, NeuraHub. We talked about NeuraHub token earlier in the stream and really shared it with the community. We are excited to be partnering with you guys. I did let the community know that you were an official sponsor now of the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. My community is excited. We shared my referral link so people could go create their NeuraHub account and start using your suite of AI projects. Super, super excited to have you guys on board and part of the Infinite Crypto family. And we are proud and excited to be part of the NeuraHub family too. So that's the other thing, folks. Go follow these guys on Twitter. Go get in their Telegram. If you're on Telegram, go get into their Telegram group, man. They're super active. You can ask questions. Wonderful, warm community. You will be well received in the NeuraHub family. Paul Nalder. Remember loading games up? Yeah, yep, yeah, absolutely. And the NeuraHub, my first game was on Amiga. Yep, I remember. Absolutely, man. So those were the days. But man, I am excited about what we have in store for us for now. Hey, Dave P., thank you for joining us. Looking forward to hearing about any tokens that you've got on your radar. For right now, let's run back over here to CoinGecko. And Deadwood brought this token up last week or the week before, and I have been looking at it a little bit, and I think he's onto something here. So let me do this here. We've got the iBit, which is Infinity Bit token. This has been, a pretty exciting project. One of the reasons that he brought it to our attention is because he was seeing it being talked about somewhere in relation to Coinbase. I don't remember if it was on the Coinbase website or exactly where, but it was mentioned alongside of Coinbase, which got up his curiosity, and he started doing some research, and he wanted to find out what Coinbase had to do with this token, if anything. And I'm not sure, Deadwood, if you figured that out yet or not, but in looking at this project and researching it, he started to get excited about it. And you can see here, initial, market cap right now, $2 million, fully diluted market cap is $3 million. And you can see it's had a nice little 14-day run up of about 16%. Its all-time high was a little over 0.04, so it's down 88% from when it launched here about 9 months ago. I believe that this January 2nd was fairly close to when this token went public. Don't quote me on that. It could have been around for a little bit longer. You can see here its all-time low was September of 2023, so it launched maybe a little bit sooner than that. But it's got a nice little multiple. It's 88% down below its previous all-time high. And then when Coinbase gets involved and starts talking about or backing projects, it really definitely makes my ears pop open, and I get excited to take closer look at some of these tokens. If you look at the token, you can only get it right now on Uniswap, which I know for those of you that like, centralized exchanges and you're not as familiar with how to get funds over to Uniswap, how to use MetaMask, it can be slightly more daunting. But what you have to look at, folks, is sometimes that creates more opportunity. Like if you're the first person in the jungle, man, and you're forging a path with that machete and you're cutting through the brush and you're getting the scrapes and you're getting the scratches, you're getting the bruises, you're going through that, but you're also the first person when you finally break through, and all of a sudden you come to that amazing clearing, and there's the big old, pool of water with the waterfall and lush green, and you're the only person that's there, and that's where you get to plant your feet and plant your homestead, because you were the guy willing to go through the jungle with the machete. So don't let the fact that this is only buyable right now on Uniswap scare you. That creates opportunity. Where there's difficulty, there's opportunity. That's true in everything in life, folks. Little quick life lesson. The more difficult something is, the more opportunity there normally is. Like if something's easy, everybody's already doing it. If it was easy, somebody else would already have done it. So when you're doing something that's difficult, know that you're paying the price, and that incredible opportunity is on the way for you. And so I really like the fact that we could just get this on Uniswap, because what's going to happen when all of a sudden this gets on Coinbase, this gets on MEXC, this gets on KuCoin, it gets on some major centralized exchanges, and all of a sudden all of the people that weren't willing to go through the work that it took to buy it when it was just on Uniswap start piling into it. So folks, I definitely like what I am seeing here. Let's go to the website here real quick, infinitybit.io. Well, at least a good thing about my computer being slow is I get plenty of opportunities to take a sip of my coffee. Here we go. Self-verify our reserves. First fully transparent crypto exchange. Interesting. So it's going to be a cryptocurrency exchange. And I got to share this tab so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Experience unparalleled transparency at InfinityBit. We're making history by offering on-chain verifiable proof of reserves, setting a new benchmark in transparency and trust. Every asset on our platform is a direct reflection of the underlying asset, ensuring consistency and reliability devoid of the volatility associated with the fluctuating derivatives. Pre-register now. So I'm going to do that. I haven't registered for an account. I don't want to put all my personal information in while I'm on the stream, but I'm going to bring this up, and I am going to register for this exchange. Key features. In today's opaque trading world, InfinityBit merges CEX advantages with DEX level transparency. Seamless experience, fortified security, unrivaled transparency. It looks like an amazing opportunity. Like the exchange hasn't even launched yet. If it is anything like, a Binance or a KuCoin or a MEXC, when the exchange gets launched, the IBIT token is going to be part of the utility of the exchange. And folks, like in the last few bull runs, exchange tokens like BNB and KuCoin shares and the MEXC token, those things have absolutely exploded and done incredible numbers. So this token being part of an exchange has some massive potential. So it does look like you have to complete KYC. But at the same time, once again, when you complete KYC, sometimes that's not always a bad thing. I'll have to look into it a little bit closer. But man, I think that this could be a huge winner. I'll tell you this much. Deadwood has brought multiple tokens to the channel over the last 6 months that I have bought. ICS, which is Internet Computer Swap, Chain Swap. That's another massive token that Deadwood has brought to the channel. Chain Swap, I think, is going to do amazing things during this bull run. And Deadwood is another guy that we trust here on this channel. He's been around crypto for many years now. He's gone through some ups and downs. He's gone through some good and bad. And, once again, the guy is solid. He's part of the inner circle. He joins just about every inner circle mastermind. He participates. He's always in there, not only asking questions, but providing incredible value. And just the fact that it's Deadwood that brought this to our attention lends a lot of credibility to this project, because I know he's the type of person that has spent a few hours researching this and looking into it and understanding it before he brings it, to the live stream today. So thank you so much for that, Deadwood. Appreciate you. And with that, folks, We've been here for, a little over an hour. I appreciate you sticking with me, but we are going to get on with an incredible Wednesday, man. We are excited. We're going to church here in a few hours, spending some time with the people that we love. We're moving just far enough away from where we live to where we probably aren't going to get back to this church as often. We'll still get back here on a somewhat regular basis, but we've got a new church close to where we're moving to that we're excited to go support and to get to know some new people and be a part of. So it's kind of a little bit of a bittersweet day for us. This will be the last time that we get a chance to, be at this church, at least for, a little bit. And we'll probably be back in a few weeks. It's really not goodbye. It's just see you later. But we've got a couple more interviews lined up for you guys, a couple more tokens that we're going to be sharing, and just excited to, finish packing the house and doing some, neat things today. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday planned for yourselves. I hope you got some incredible value today out of this channel. Remember, folks, last thing that I want to say is I talked about this earlier, said I might get around to it. We're coming into what is going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest crypto bull markets that we've ever seen. There's a lot of reasons that I believe that is true. But if you go back and look at the history of after Bitcoin halves, and then when we have the next altcoin cycle, everything lines up with the fact that we are getting ready to have one of the best Bitcoin cycles. And when I say best Bitcoin cycles, I don't necessarily mean it's going to have more multiples in Bitcoin than it's had in some of the previous cycles. Like the bigger the market cap gets for Bitcoin, like it's going to be hard. Bitcoin's probably not going to necessarily, 10 or 20x. Although if you go back to its all-time low during this cycle, which was 17 grand-ish, maybe even dipped down to 15 for a split second, but let's call it 17 it hung out at for a pretty decent amount of time. I think it's very possible that we could see a 10x from there. I don't think it's unlikely at all that we see $170,000 Bitcoin. I'm very, very confident that we're going to see 125 to 150, and we could even see 250. But there's a lot of things aligning for us right now. The government had to print trillions and trillions of dollars over the last handful of years. Inflation is killing us. Inflation is at an all-time high. We've got an election year. We've got Bitcoin halved in April. We've got all of the exchange-traded funds that have come to place. We've got more companies. A lot of you may or may not know, but we've got more companies in the world that are quietly behind the scenes accumulating these assets that are creating on and off ramps for their customers. You're going to see an absolute explosion in retirement accounts. 401ks are soon to be able to hold Bitcoin in them. And I believe that, Michael Saylor talks about over the next just, 5 to 15 years, Bitcoin being a $3 million to $15 million per token asset. And what you guys got to realize is if Bitcoin runs up to 125, 150, 200K, these altcoins that we talk about on here are going to do absolutely off the chart numbers. Like we getting ready to publish a token today. We've got it sitting unlisted. We're going to be talking about 10 token in. I did an interview with their CEOs a couple of weeks ago. And I love Token In. It's a gaming platform sitting at about a $300,000 market cap. But during the last bull run, a gaming project similar to it called Axie Infinity was the talk of the town. Axie Infinity did over a 1,300x. $100 in Axie Infinity would have been worth $136,000 during the last bull run. Folks, we talk a lot about 10, 25, 50, 100Xs here because most of us can create some incredible financial freedom with 25 and 50X. 100X is going to be absolutely incredible. But folks, I want to under-deliver or over-promise, under-deliver, whatever that is. Like, it's not going to surprise me, folks, if some of these tokens that we're talking about absolutely blow us away, and Bitcoin runs up to 170,000, and some of these tokens that we were hoping would 25 or 50x end up being 2 or 3 or 4 or 500x. Folks, if you haven't experienced it yet, it's one of the funnest things in the world when you've got a little $100, $200, $300 position of something, and all of a sudden it's worth 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand. You know, I did several hundred X's during the last bull market, and I don't think that a lot of you are dreaming big enough. You don't realize what is coming here over the next handful of months. Man, I just can't imagine. You know, somebody like Eric, who's a little bit younger than me, man, by the time 2029 rolls around, like, I think, Eric, you're going to have an incredible life and an incredible amount of freedom just here in the next 6 months. But then if you take that education and you extrapolate that out over the next 5, 10 years, and then what you're going to be able to leave for your children and help your children, like, folks, there's no reason that those of us that are in crypto right now, we should be able to help our children and our grandchildren have incredible legacy wealth, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars that can come flow into us and the generations that are coming behind us because of the work and the effort that we are putting into this right now. So with that, folks, get excited about your future, man. There's amazing things coming. I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we will see you very soon. Oh, one last thing. There will be no Inner Circle mastermind group this Saturday because of the move. We're doing the main move on Saturday, so no Inner Circle this Saturday. For those of you that are in the Inner Circle, if you haven't gone and listened to last Saturday's replay on the Inner Circle, please do so. That was probably more valuable information in last week's Inner Circle Mastermind than maybe the previous 3 or 4 combined. And folks, that reminds me, we're doing a special promotion right now. We want to give as many of you a chance to get into the Inner Circle as absolutely possible. So we literally have the ability right now for you to go get a free month in our Infinite Crypto Inner Circle. So let me, still didn't realize I had Dave popped up there. Let me get rid of that comment. So right here, folks, realinfinitecrypto.com. Go there, use the coupon code BUILDWEALTH, all one word. I'll type it in here to the chat real quick so there's no mistaking it. If you go to realinfinitecrypto.com and you use BUILDWEALTH coupon code when you're checking out, you're going to get a free month into the Inner Circle. As soon as you have that access, you're going to be able to go watch all of our recorded masterminds. So there's 6 or 7 or 8 masterminds recorded. We just started this Inner Circle a couple months ago. You're going to be able to go in and watch all of our masterminds. You're going to be able to go in and access our private gem section where we talk about microcap gems, and we put a bunch of information in there about some of the microcap gems that we are investing in. You're going to be able to meet and become a part of the community with the other people that are in the Infinite Crypto Inner Circle. So with that, folks, if you haven't joined the Inner Circle yet, maybe you've been a little bit worried about the expense of it. You know, maybe things are a little bit tight. Go join it. Get your free month. No strings attached. I'm not going to be mad at you if you don't stick around for month 2 and for longer term. I promise you, no hard feelings if you just take advantage of the free month. Now, I very much believe that a lot of you that go take advantage of the free month are going to get so much value, and you're going to see where you made an extra $500,000, $5,000 in your cryptocurrency investing over the next 30 days, to where you're going to say, hey, what Brad is charging for his private group is minuscule compared to the value that he's adding. At least, you know, that is my hope. But once again, folks, no hard feelings. If you decide the Inner Circle is not for you, just go in anytime during your free month and just cancel it. No sweat. So with that, folks, I do love you. Have a fantastic rest of your week. We won't see you this Saturday in the Inner Circle, but we should be back on for the following Saturday. So take care and have a great day.